thieves were burying 90 tons of gold underground. Their leader had guessed it right, that they would hide the treasure this way. After burying the gold, they shifted an entire house on top of it. They laid fake grass, filled the house with furniture, and made it look like the place had been standing there for years. Nobody could have imagined that beneath it lay 90 tons of hidden gold. Within minutes, the whole setup was complete, and the thieves left happily, while the leader's men had already been captured by the police. And the gold wasn't even with them. The police were overjoyed with their success. One officer called the leader and played a girl's voice on the phone. The moment he heard it, the leader panicked. This was the first time his crew had ever been caught. He had no choice left but to surrender, and his decision shocked all his men. But no one knew what move the leader would play next. A woman by his side begged him not to do it, but the leader said, "All our paths are blocked now. You must find those 90 tons of gold." Heartbroken, the woman hugged him tightly, while the group set out to recover the treasure. Meanwhile, the leader went to surrender himself to the police. The officers asked, "Where is the gold?" The leader calmly replied, "I don't know." Furious, they grabbed him by the collar and dragged him to his captured men. "Because of you, they'll rot in prison for life," they shouted. But the leader was sharper than the police. He swore he would never let any of his men see the inside of a jail cell. Meanwhile, the others had reached the new house, the one built right above the buried treasure, but they didn't know it yet. They were only there to search. Suddenly, a woman's foot struck a stone. She bent down, looked closely, and grew suspicious. She told the others to check the ground. Another woman noticed the grass was fake. Everything looked fresh and damp. They had finally discovered the gold. But just then, dozens of cars suddenly arrived on the scene.